Good day, everybody. Jarrod Jablonski here. I want to come by and talk to you a little bit about trim position in the water today. And this has come up many times recently in a number of dive shows because Halcyon recently released their Symbios ecosystem. And in that ecosystem, among many other features, they have a tank pod transmitter that allows a diver to calculate through calibration of vertical and horizontal with their diving equipment while the transmitter is attached. And that allows the system to calculate where you are in the water. So it allows, through a screen readout on a handset or HUD, for you to see exactly where you are in the water relative to a flat position. And that gives you immediate, real-time, and incredibly useful information about how to be in that position, what body movement changes you might need to make. Much more useful than after-the-fact video where you're trying to remember how you were and what position you were in. We're finding this to be excellent, and I started to get more questions, and it surprised me a bit. People were asking, well, why do I want to be in that position? And within some of our community, we teach this so regularly we sometimes forget, so I'd like to reiterate that horizontal position creates a lot of different benefits. One of those is that flat position, of course, presents less drag to the water, so I can move through the water nice and efficiently. Another is all of that propulsion is then moving backward as opposed to downward if I'm off position and kicking. And that allows us to be much more efficient with each kick that we utilize. And then that flat position, of course, reduces the risk that I might impact delicate corals or other bottom items below me. And if I'm close to a silty or muddy bottom, then it reduces the risk I impact the bottom and disturb the visibility. And then finally, when I'm ascending, it's a very useful technique because as I'm ascending in a horizontal position and I'm moving up, I get a bit more drag, so I'm moving slower, but then I can also correct quickly if I go too fast by just pointing my head down, kicking a little, or vice versa if I need a little bit of support. So a great new technology, very useful for real-time feedback. Hope you all check it out and give it a try. Thanks very much and have a great day.